posted in the Board Administrative Offices, sent to the clerks of Chatham Borough and Chatham Township, the Library of the Chathams, the Chatham Courier, the Daily Record, the Star Ledger, and TAP News Online. Mr. Jaquilla?
Sure. Ms. Ross?
Yes.
Ms. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. D'Alessandro?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Peck? Yes. Mr. Ryan?
Yes.
Mr. Smith? Ms. Weber?
Here.
Dr. Zhang? Ms. Ciccarelli?
Here.
7 present and accounting.
Perfect. If you're able, please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. The flag is to our left. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. So for my comments tonight, we are thrilled to recommend Dr. Emily Sortino as Superintendent of Schools for the School District of the Chathams effective July 1st, 2025. For those of you that either do or do not know, Dr. LaSousa will unfortunately be leaving us at the end of June. Dr. Sortino brings a wealth of experience and leadership to this role. She began her career as a special education teacher before transitioning into administration. Her first leadership position was as a middle school principal in Demarest, followed by her role as an elementary school principal in Livingston, and was later promoted to Director of Secondary Special Education. For the past 4 years, Dr. Sortino has served as Assistant Superintendent in Chatham, where she has gained a deep understanding of what makes our district exceptional. She's been instrumental in developing programs to meet the diverse needs of our learners and has worked closely with Dr. LaSousa to enhance educational excellence across the district. We are more than confident that Dr. Sortino's experience, vision, and dedication uniquely positions her to continue to strengthen our schools and support our students, educators, and community. We're so happy to have you, and we know you're going to be an amazing asset to this district, just as you have been, and, you know, tough shoes to follow, but we have faith. Susan? She will. Susan wants to add a few things.
There's no doubt in my mind that Dr. Sortino possesses the background and qualifications necessary to become our next superintendent. Our district is really lucky to have a deep bench of strong leaders. If we roll back 13 years, you may remember that Dr. LaSousa was an assistant superintendent, and I think that their close working relationship working together over the last 4 years has really positioned her to understand our district's needs, and she's going to be ready and able to execute the key initiatives that are underway, including the reconfiguration at CMS. Dr. Sortino is always poised, prepared, and professional, and well respected by her peers and this board, and I offer my full endorsement and look forward to working with her for many years to come. Thank you.
Dr. Sortino, anything?
So I would absolutely like to take this opportunity to thank the Board of Education for this tremendous opportunity. I look forward to partnering with all of you to continue to move the district forward on its continued path of success. I also would like to thank Dr. LaSousa for the last 4 years of leadership and mentorship. He's really positioned the district well for this change, and Princeton is very lucky to have you. Finally, I'd like to thank my friends and family, many of which are here tonight, my mom, my dad, Cassie, Cody, and my husband, Carmelo. I'd love to also thank all of the staff, the incredible staff for the last 4 years in Chatham. I have learned so much from all of you, and I'm really excited to continue our meaningful work together. So thank you again for this tremendous opportunity. I'm really eager to get started.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, Dr. Sortino, I'd just like to say that while Dr. LaSousa's shoes are going to be very hard to fill, in a lot of ways you're going from the hardest job in the district to the second hardest. So you got this, and we got your back.
Dr. LaSousa, you want to say anything?
Sure. Yeah, this seat is definitely a little cooler with Dr. Donahue over on this end of the table. I'll just say congratulations, of course. This is a terrific selection. on the part of the Board of Education. And there are a lot of people in the audience tonight. I think if we opened up the mics and allowed all of them to speak, we'd hear a testimonial that would last deep into the night, because Emily brings with her such a work ethic and perspective and decisiveness that she will undoubtedly move this district forward and make it better, not just maintain what's going on. She's going to improve over what is going on right now. So kudos to her, kudos to you for making a tremendous selection, and I look forward to the next 4 or 5 months transitioning in earnest so that come July 1st, there is a smooth handoff and the Board of Education, the school district, is in good hands.
Awesome.
Emily, on behalf of Peter and Beth, we just wanted to say congratulations. We're so happy to have you as our new leader. We've seen your leadership skills, and we know you're going to continue to do excellent work, and we're here to support you in any capacity. Congratulations.
Okay. Awesome. Good stuff. Are we not taking pictures, or like, where's the media? What's going on? Yeah, let's bring your family up. We'll take a picture. I mean, if the tap's not here, we'll do it. I'll send it to him.
It's the bedtime, I was making it wow.
Picture time, picture time.
I'll do it. Sure,
Who's the camera person?
I'll do it. You gonna do it? I'll do it. I'm gonna. You guys, come on up. I'll go down there. You guys come up here.
Mom and Dad.
I was going to say,
Good stuff.
Good job.
Congratulations. Huh? Yes, I will send it to him. I can edit it and everything. It'll be perfect. I'll send it to all of them. Here. I mean, how cute. Okay. Well, that's it for me tonight. I'm going to move on to the administrative reports. Dr. LaSousa?
I have nothing under my report. I deliberately kept it lean so that we could focus on the big news tonight.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Business administrators report, Mr. DeQuilla.
sure, just very simply, O'Hara Construction finished the vestibule update. The doors are all now operational and being used at all 6 schools. The planning for the summer construction projects has begun, and determining which projects will be in the 25-26 budget. And more to come for that in the March meeting.
Okay, cool. Thanks. And student liaison report, Summer?
So it feels a little bit lengthy, but so first off, we have a couple of our school awards. So CHS sent a team from a couple of our physics classes here at the high school to the NJAA PT statewide physics Olympics, and they won first place. So props to them for that. That was awesome. For music, we have our Durufle, I'm like definitely butchering this, but Durufle Requiem this Wednesday, February 5th, here in the auditorium at 7:30. It's essentially kind of like a symphony of like orchestra, band, and chorus, just honoring Maurice Durufle's late father, and it's just a way to kind of see our CHS's music like all together at once. So it's gonna be a fun time. Wouldn't want to miss out. School events over January at the high school. We had our military and law enforcement open house at the CHS library. This was like around mid-January, and we had a bunch of like representatives from different branches. Like we had the U.S. Air Force, we had the Marines, we had Army and Navy, and a lot of different other branches. And they shared different opportunities and job trainings they could offer, as well as like ROTC and into college, what those opportunities could look like. And then lastly, just a couple of clubs that have been doing pretty well this past month. We have our Play Unified club at Chatham, which partners with ECLC right by Lumfield. And their basketball team has been very, very successful and had a basketball game pretty recently, a couple days ago. And it has been a great opportunity for our students, or for students from ECLC to kind of experience sports in such a sports-heavy town like Chatham. So yeah, that's all.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Summer. Okay, moving on to our committee reports for personnel. Ms. Weber?
Yes, thanks. Thank you, Ann. Is it on? Yep. Is it on, Nick? Okay, sorry. We haven't met yet, but we're going to meet again March 5th. But I wanted to ask Dr. Sortino's folks to relay a message for me to your children. I don't think they realize the power that she wields right now, because she gets to call snow days. And once Chatham calls a snow day, often the neighboring towns follow suit. So if I were you, I'd yield some of that. That's like better than Santa Claus. So I'd take full advantage of it. And we are meeting again March 5th.
Perfect. Curriculum, Ms. Ross?
Same before, we have not met since we were last here, but we will also be meeting on March 5th.
Okay. Finance and facilities. Who's on finance? Okay, perfect.
212.
We last met on January 8th. That was prior to the last board meeting, so we already recorded that. And our next meeting will be February 21st.
12th.
February 12th.
February 12th. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And for policy and planning, Mr. Ryan?
Same schedule. Policy has not met since our last meeting. Next meeting is February 12th.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Any liaison reports?
I do.
You do.
Yep, I'd like to just highlight two things for CEF. The first being there is a comedy night coming on February 22nd. It's going to be at the CMS gym. That's a Saturday night, so definitely buy your tickets. It should be a fun one. And then I wanted to highlight a donation that is in our agenda. It is a donation from CF of $47,000 to provide partial funding to implement the learning spaces 1 and 2 for the CMS Library Media Center redesign. So
Wow,
thank
that's
you for that.
amazing. Yes, thank you for that. That's awesome. Anybody else? Nothing? Okay, perfect. Mr. DeQuilla, I'd like to motion to move the minutes from the last meeting, public and executive.
Ms. Weber will need to abstain.
Okay.
Do I have a second?
Second?
Minutes for the regular and executive session from January 13th. Ms. Ross? Ms. Allen? Yes. Mr. Del Sandro? Yes. Ms. Peck? Mr. Ryan?
Yes.
Ms. Weber?
Abstain.
And Ms. Chiccarelli?
Yes.
Agenda passed, minutes passed 601.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, this is going to be our first opportunity for public commentary. Hearing of the citizens during the public commentary section of the agenda is an opportunity for any member of the public to be heard about issues which are or are not topics scheduled for the current meeting. To help facilitate an orderly meeting and to permit all to be heard, speakers will be asked to limit their comments to a reasonable length of time. You have a timer? 3 minutes. Yeah. Yes, 3 minutes. Mr. Del Sandro will be timing. If you could just please sign in and state your name, that would be great.
Hi, I'm Kate DeSantis. Good evening. I'm the Supervisor of Student Support Services, and tonight I'm speaking on behalf of the CAA and our Student Support Services Department. It's both an honor and a privilege to stand before you in support of Dr. Emily Sortino as our next superintendent. I feel privileged to have worked with Emily for nearly 4 years in the district, first as a school counselor and now as supervisor of student support services. Through working together so closely, I know firsthand the dedication, vision, and integrity she brings to every role she has taken on. Dr. Sortino is incredibly smart, forward-thinking, and always puts the best interest of staff and students first. She has demonstrated time and time again the ability to make thoughtful decisions that benefit students, teachers, and the school community as a whole. Through the Department of Student Support Services, Dr. Sortino has dedicated herself to creating an environment where every student feels valued, supported, and inspired. In a short time, she has made significant contributions to the district, including the introduction of our 18 to 21 program, the establishment of our Aspire program, the expansion of our preschool, and the acquisition of a bus for our Student Support Services Department, to name just a few. She's an exceptional leader who understands both the challenges and opportunities we face in today's educational landscape. It's not just her credentials or achievements that make her the perfect choice for this role. It's her passion for people. She champions both staff and students, tirelessly working to ensure that the professionals in our schools have the resources and support they need to thrive. She understands that behind all students' milestones are the dedicated staff members who invest their hearts and souls in their students. We know she'll continue to prioritize creating a district where educators and support staff feel valued, heard, and empowered to make a difference as she expands her leadership as superintendent. In student support services, we know this to be true, and how fortunate now for the rest of the district and the Chatham community to experience her leadership as well. Emily, you have the vision, the heart, and the experience to lead us into an even brighter future. Thank you for all that you do and will continue to do. You are awesome. Best of luck as you begin this next chapter. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Amy Reale, and I am a parent of 3 girls in Chatham, 1 in the district, and I have worked a lot formerly with CPAG, who's a parent organization group working with special services. So I had to take the opportunity to run over here tonight because I was so excited to hear the news for you, Emily, and I second what you're saying, that we're all going to benefit now from things, and I can speak from a parent perspective. Emily came in like the biggest hurricane of fresh air from the parent perspective. She is responsive. She is compassionate. She is calm in all the storms, which sometimes there can be many. I have watched her take on such unusual challenges that we've had over the last several years. I don't think I need to name them. Really unusual and unexpected, where I always said to myself, how is she doing this? And now I see she has 2 little ones, and I'm even more like, how is she doing all of this? In all of our meetings, she has never once thrown anyone under the bus. She is professional, and I just really want to dwell for a minute on the word compassionate, because oftentimes, you know, the parents that I worked with, personally myself, if you have a student in special support services, sometimes the high school experience is not the typical one that everyone around you is having, and it can be a struggle. And this woman has bolstered myself as a parent, and also my child, and is her biggest cheerleader. And I never thought I would find that here, and I'm just so appreciative that the board saw this, and that she's moving up to an even bigger role that I was really praying she would put her hat in the ring for. So congratulations, Emily. Thank you so much for all you've done, and I am so excited for you and for all of us. And
Thank you.
And if you need any parents on the hiring committee for student support services, I will volunteer.
Hi, I am Patrick Ryan, and I'm a student in Cougar Academy. I just want to congratulate Dr. LaSousa on his new opportunity and say how happy I am that Dr. Sortino will be our new superintendent. She has been incredibly supportive of our students. So best of luck to Dr. Sortino.
Hi, everyone. My name is Stephanie Lazarus. I'm the mother of both a 7th grader and a 9th grader in Chatham schools. Congratulations, Dr. Sortino. I wanted to thank those of you on the stage who took the time to respond to my letters in the last couple of weeks. I really appreciate your attention. And I wanted to take a few minutes to discuss the possibility of the change to the ISL program that's been proposed. My first comments are that we need more time as a community alongside the board to discuss this important topic and work together, and to have the school community understand what is being proposed. It is clear to me in speaking with other parents that most of the community had no idea that this was even a possibility. We need time for understanding and time to come up with alternatives. There is a solution to every problem, and just simply canceling this ISL program is not the answer, and is certainly not in the best interest of the many students that will be affected. Regarding ISL in general, this is a very important program that allows students to have enough time in their schedules for both their demanding academic schedules as well as their demanding athletic commitments. ISL allows for a student to have a study hall in lieu of gym if they meet the requirements of athletic commitment and approved activities outside of the school. This includes all non-Chatham High School athletic programs. This study hall is crucial to students like my 9th grader who takes 14+ hours of dance per week, along with a demanding class schedule. If ISL is eliminated, any student in this situation who still needs a study hall, but now must take PE, will be forced to drop another class from their schedule to have enough time for homework and studying. Perhaps while unintended, these students may now need to take summer classes in lieu of getting a job, or in lieu of attending valuable other summer programs for their enrichment. Additionally, this will be yet another blow to our music program, following the cancellation of the Disney trip earlier this year, where kids may now need to choose to stop taking their well-loved music elective as their number of class slots will be decreased by 1. These are important topics for the board to understand as we discuss this topic further. I ask the board to reconsider their thoughts on discontinuing this program. At the heart of this decision should be the well-being and encouragement of the hardworking Chatham students who strive to accomplish all that they can with limited hours in the day. If there were students being untruthful with this program, then make the program more strict. Require the students to attest that their information is accurate and complete, shifting any accountability to the student and their parents and off of the school district who did their job to satisfy ISL. I ask the board to reconsider their decision in favor of the students who are working hard academically and athletically and who need these programs. Why remove valuable programs from students that have done nothing wrong? There are many school districts surrounding us that allow students to have this important program. Summit, Milburn, Morristown. These are large school districts that are working with their students to allow them to satisfy their state and district requirements with the ISL program. Lastly, my older daughter who takes dance and many of her classmates who take programs including gymnastics have no opportunity to join a dance team or gymnastics team here at Chatham High School. These female-dominated activities are not represented at the school, and they cannot choose to simply join the school team as it does not exist. I would ask the board how you would propose a solution for these students. Please reconsider and work with the students and parents who are very concerned about these conversations. Help these students accomplish all they can in academics and athletics, both which are very important to their acceptance into college programs in just a few short years. We need to be able to work openly together to find solutions and not to simply cancel valuable programs. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Chad Smith. I'm a resident of the township. I have I'm a parent of 3 children in the district, and I'm also here to ask the board to reconsider the discontinuation or reduction in scope of the individual student learning program. As was very well stated before, this program affords the opportunity for students to enrich themselves, both academically and athletically, through school-sponsored activities. We've also corresponded with the administration for the school. The reasons supplied for limiting or reducing the program were largely based on compliance, and we'd ask that the board reconsider the rationale for discontinuation, as we feel it lacks substance. Compliance is something that can be managed. It's a matter of understanding requirements, constructing a system and program to be able to manage those requirements, and then to ensure compliance through regular audits. As was well stated before, that burden of compliance and providing objective evidence to show that students are in line with what the state of New Jersey requires the burden can be placed on the parents and the students, and the risk of loss of compliance or lack of accreditation for that program is not substantive. So, thank you.
Okay, thank you all. I'm going to close this section of the public commentary. We do have another opportunity later in the meeting after our regular agenda. Now moving on to our regular agenda for personnel. Ms. Weber?
Yes, excuse me, thank you, Ann. I would like to draw your attention that Beth has a bigger addendum than she does the regular agenda, so here goes. So personnel items A1 through A18, and then if you jump to the addendum, 27-page addendum, there are additions 1, 5, 6, 7, not additions, I'm sorry, modifications to 1, 5, 6, 7, 9, 14, 16, and an additional one of 19. So it's a lot, mostly names being added to existing items, but I just want to point out that there's quite a few names that have been added.
Perfect. I'll second.
Now, if we vote no on 2 for Emily, does that mean Mike stays, or it doesn't have any weight whatsoever?
It makes everybody who spoke in favor of Emily upset.
That's good enough. That works for me. I want to see more snow days. More snow days.
Okay. Agenda items A1 through 18 and addendum items 1, 5, 6, 7, 9, 14, 16, and 19, and the special item of A2. Ms. Ross?
Yes.
Ms. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Del Sandro?
Yes.
Ms. Peck?
Yes.
Mr. Ryan?
Yes.
Ms. Weber?
Yes to all, and a special yes to 2, and I'm so looking forward to working with Dr. Sortino. Continue working with Dr. Sortino.
And Ms. Ciccarelli?
Yes.
Agenda items passed 7-0.
Excellent. Thank you. Okay. Moving on to finance. Sally, do you mind?
Oh, me?
Finance?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the finance and facilities items B1 through B15.
Second.
Just a note of a couple of donations, 8 and 9. A donation from the CEF for $47,000 to provide partial funding for the implementation of Innovative Learning Space and Innovative Learning Space 2 at CMS Library. And also a donation from Ms. Chen for the ESL program. The funds are going, the $500 are going toward the ESL program. So thank you, everybody. These donations help tremendously.
Ms. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. D'Alessandro?
Yes.
Ms. Peck?
Yes.
Mr. Ryan?
Yes, 1 through 12, abstention 13 through 15.
Thank you. Ms. Weber?
Yes.
And Ms. Ciccarelli?
Yes.
B1 to 12 passes 7-0. B 13, 14, 15, 6-0-1.
Perfect. Thank you. For curriculum, Ms. Ross?
Yes, I'd like to move action items C1 through C4.
Second.
Thank you.
Agenda items C1 through C4. Ms. Ross?
Yes.
Ms. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. D'Alessandro? Yes. Ms. Peck?
Yes.
Mr. Ryan?
Yes.
Ms. Weber?
Yes.
And Ms. Ciccarelli?
Yes.
Agenda items pass 7-0.
Perfect. And for policy, Mr. Ryan?
Yes, I'd like to move action item D1.
I'll second.
Agenda item D1. Ms. Ross?
Yes.
Mr. Allen? Ms. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. D'Alessandro?
Yes.
Ms. Peck?
Yes.
Mr. Ryan?
Yes.
Ms. Weber?
Yes.
And Ms. Ciccarelli?
Yes.
Agenda items pass 7-0.
Perfect. Thank you. Moving on to board business. Anybody have anything else for board business that we have not already discussed? No? Okay. Second opportunity for public commentary. As I stated earlier, if you could just sign in and state your name, that would be great.
Good evening, everyone. Bill Heap. First, Dr. LaSouza, good luck on your new adventures. I didn't always agree with you, but I think your decision to keep schools open, nobody should underestimate how important that was during the plague. Lots of school districts went off the rails, and it was an unalloyed disaster for most people. And I think that was a true display of leadership. I hope Princeton understands what they're getting. If they don't, you're always welcome back. And I noticed that they're going to welcome you with a $90 million bond issue. It's always nice to have a little pocket change to throw around in your new job. Dr. Sorrentino, welcome. Whether you like it or not, you will have a target on your back. There are always people who think they can run the district better than you. I have been known to sit in the cheap seats and shoot a spitball or two at the board. No reason to think that that won't continue. But I do think you are fully prepared for the job, and I wish you the best of luck going forward. Thanks. Good night.
It would definitely be boring without you, Mr. Heap, so we're glad that you always do come and spit those spitballs. We're fine with it. Okay. Given that, I will take this opportunity to close the public commentary, adjourn the meeting. We do not have an executive session, correct?
We do not have an executive session.
Okay. Did you want to add anything before we
Yeah,
close?
no, I just want to say I was probably part of the original crew that put the ISL in the first place, and the phys ed exemption for our student athletes, those that are involved in Chatham High School-based activities. And we did this because we recognize that students work very hard, and many of them are devoted to activities outside of school that are demanding and rigorous, and we wanted to try to recognize that. But what started years and years ago as a very, very tiny cohort of a few kids has grown into something much, much larger. And part of the issue is certainly that it's difficult to manage that. And even though we've attempted to place the burden of compliance on parents and students, That's not always feasible, and some of the adults that have been involved in this haven't always been responsive or accurate in their record keeping and those kinds of compliance features of the program. The other issue, though, that I have more concerns about at the current time is that the advisors and the teachers who run these programs are not accountable to the school district. They're not employed by the school district. They don't go through the hours of mandated training that every staff member in the district must go through, and that includes training in sexual harassment, intimidation, and bullying, all kinds of stuff that we are obligated to provide our employees on an annual basis. We don't know when an advisor or a coach or a teacher changes. There's no notification requirement for someone who's not employed by us to us. We don't know if a student has had an issue at the activity they're involved with another student, and if it's something that we should know about. There's a whole range of issues that arise that we've learned from over time can be problematic and create a liability for the district when we're relying on non-employees to vouch for the supervision or attendance of children. So I, of course, defer to the Board of Education. The Curriculum Committee can continue to discuss this. We've had Dr. Walker in, and we know what the position of the high school administration is about this. But I just want to make clear that it's not simply a record-keeping burden for the high school. That's not the reason why we're making the change. We're making the change for concerns that are much more significant than that. Most school districts don't offer any exemption from phys ed for students who are athletes of theirs. My own kids attend a high school that does not have any type of exemption, even though my kids have been involved in athletics. And some school districts, of course, offer an option 2 or ISL-like program like we do, others do not. So we can continue to discuss that, but the concerns are much greater, and I just want to make everyone aware of that because I know there are questions and there are disappointments. And whenever we have a policy adjustment, when you have 3,600 plus students in the district and 1,200 students at the high school, you do the best you can to account for the health of the school district and the health for the greatest number of students possible. But at times, there can be individuals who are affected in a way that will not necessarily be what they want. And I think that's kind of the situation that we're in right now.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, you can.
Mike, I just want to ask you a question. The students that are playing a sport in Chatham, for Chatham High School, they still have to take gym, right? They're just exempt for their season.
They're exempt for the physical education portion of when they're in season. They
Right.
still have to take driver's education or health, and in ninth grade, they take it all.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
they're excused while they're in season.
So nobody could replace, they can't take a class other than PE, even if they have an exemption. You can't, it's not a replacement. They're not giving up a class, they're just giving up study hall or getting additional
Yes,
study hall.
the benefit is that when they're in season, they then have another study hall. If they already have one in their schedule, they have another. If they have 0 in their schedule, then they would have one. Yes, or catch up, whatever it might be.
Just that block, that gym area, that's it. That's the study then, as opposed to go in the gym
Yes.
for that season.
Gotcha. Got it. And obviously, multiple season athletes could have that accommodation for more than one season.
But nobody will have it for the whole year.
But not for health or for
Right.
driver's education and those
And not for
components
freshmen
of
at all.
HPE. Right.
Got it.
Thank you.
Anybody else have any other questions, comments? Okay. I will adjourn the meeting. Congratulations, Dr. Sortino.
Well done.